All right. So let's talk about how our Super Eagles players performed in the other two UEFA competitions this week. Of course, we're talking about Europa League and Conference League matches that were played on Thursday. Please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. And we start with Ademola Lookman and Atalanta. They took on Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League. That match ended 1-1. Ademola Lookman played 64 minutes in the match. He had 46 touches of the ball, completed 24 out of the 30 passes that he attempted, and that's for 80%. Some strange stats though: no dribble completed out of the 4 he attempted, and no shot taken throughout the duration of the match, which the 64 minutes he was on the pitch, which is kind of crazy. He did have one tackle successful out of the 1 he attempted, one aerial successful out of the 1 he went for, and also had 1 interception in the game. I wouldn't say it's the best performance for Ademola Lookman, but I feel like the team in general just wasn't that good on the day, and this was the result. Plus, you add to the fact that this is a tough matchup right here. Sporting Lisbon, of course, no pushover side. They are second on the table, right behind Atalanta by 3 points. Moving on, we got Chuba Akpom of Ajax, and they took on Marseille. The match ended 4-3 in favor of Marseille. Aubameyang with the hat-trick in that game right there. Chuba Akpom came into the game at the 79-minute mark. He scored a goal in the game, a great goal with his head. He had 3 touches of the ball, 0 passes completed out of just the 1 that he attempted. 1 shot on target, which was the goal. Ball in the box. He gets down low and gets his head on it. Nice header that gets in the back of the net. Even the commentator was like, why didn't he start this match or at least play more? Because he had a great game over the weekend for Ajax. But he didn't start the match, and this was the result. Only could get that goal. He won 2 out of the 2 aerials he contested. And for me, honestly, I don't care too much about Ajax. We know what they did last season with Calvin Bassey. And surprise, surprise, your defense sucks, you know? And that's just the funny thing. They did all that, all the publicity bashing and things like that. But now you see them. You see them for who they are. They still suck. So all that scapegoating was just for nothing. And that's just the fact. But either way it goes, they are dead last in their group, and there's no chance for them. Well, there might be a chance. Can you go to the Conference League by finishing 3rd? Maybe if they can finish 3rd, and I don't know if that's possible going to the Conference League. But either way it goes, they suck, and that's kind of good for me because it's kind of vindication for all the trash they were talking last season and over the off season. But either way, moving on, we got Victor Boniface and Bayern Leverkusen. They took on Häcken of Sweden. The match ended 2-0 in favor of Bayern, and Victor Boniface played the first 45 minutes of the game. He had 19 touches of the ball, completed 10 out of the 11 passes that he attempted for 91%. One dribble successful out of the 3 he attempted. 1 shot on target, which was the header, which led to the first goal of the game. Ball comes in the box. He gets his head on it. It was just basically a tap-in type of header. The goalkeeper had already been passed by. He gets the header, a free empty goal, and he gets the ball into the back of the net. Of course, he has been on fire all season. Rookie of the month and player of the month like 3 times in a row in the German league. So this is just an awesome season for Victor Boniface, and it just keeps on going and going. He had 1 tackle completed out of the 1 he attempted, 1 aerial successful out of the 1 he went for, and also had 1 clearance in the game. Now, of course, Bayern Leverkusen, number 1 in their group. No chance at all for any team to catch them. So they're definitely going to be in the next round of the Europa League. And moving on from the Europa League to the Conference League, and we got Rafael Onyedika and Club Brugge. They took on Besiktas of Turkey. That match ended 5-0 in favor of Rafael Onyedika and Club Brugge. He played 90 minutes in the game, scored a goal in the game, a wonderful goal. He gets the ball, takes a touch, smacks it. Goalkeeper stood no chance. Ball in the back of the net. Beautiful goal right there. And to be honest, I'm not even going to talk about Onyedika and his club. I'm going to talk about the Super Eagles. I honestly didn't understand him not playing either the Lesotho or Zimbabwe match, especially with the performance he gave against Mozambique. Hopefully some reporters kind of asked the coach that question, because it's kind of puzzling right there why he's not given the opportunities. And you see a guy, no disrespect, like Joe Rebo getting all this playing time, and you got Rafael Onyedika week in and week out doing it for his club. So that's kind of crazy. To be honest, that's kind of crazy. Now moving on, we got GIF Orban of Ghent, and they took on FK Zoria of Ukraine. The match ended 4-1 in favor of Ghent. GIF Orban played 90 minutes in the game and also scored a goal in the game, a beautiful goal. Ball comes in the box, one touch, then smacks it, and the goalkeeper, I can't even tell if he saw the ball because it just flew past him and into the back of the net. Beautiful goal by GIF Orban. And another player that kind of has a peculiar kind of situation came to the Super Eagles camp. I guess they said he got injured, so he couldn't play. Then the next call-ups, he wasn't on the list. Now, I wouldn't say that this situation is as crazy as the Rafael Onyedika situation, because we are stacked with forwards. But it is kind of crazy that he got the call up. We were all expecting him to play, then all of a sudden, it never happened. Then you add to the fact that one of his parents are from Togo, and what implications could that mean if he is not getting playing time with the Super Eagles? Will he then try to play for Togo? Now, from the reports I've seen, there's no indication that he wants to play for Togo, but that's of course a possibility when you don't have a cap for Nigeria. Now, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of calling players up or giving them caps because you don't want another country to get them. I'm kind of somebody that feels like a cap for the country should be like a result of a job well done. It shouldn't be just because you're trying to avoid a player from going to another country. But that being said, I feel like GIF Orban, I think that's kind of everybody. I think everybody feels like GIF Orban has done enough to get a cap for Nigeria. But moving on, we got William Troost-Ekong of PAOK of Greece, and they took on Eintracht Frankfurt in their match. The match ended 2-1 in favor of PAOK. Troost-Ekong didn't start the match, actually came off the bench at the 80-minute mark and helped his team see out the game. So PAOK will definitely be in the next round of the Conference League. They're on top of their group by 4 points, so there's no catching them in the final game. Now, Troost-Ekong has a different type of situation, that he hasn't been called up for the Super Eagles, but you really can't tell why he hasn't been called up, because he has been playing for his club. Actually, probably has played more for this club than he has played for the other clubs in the past. Has had a whole bunch of playing time, so we really don't know what's going on right now. At the same time, I have seen some reports that he is at odds with the coach. Now, I believe that's just speculation, because how are you going to know that he is at odds with a coach? Maybe the reporter heard from the horse's mouth himself. But either way it goes, I'm not going to speculate on that situation. I'm just going to put it out there that he has been playing like more consistently for his club than he has in the past, and he hasn't been getting call-ups for the team, and that's just how it is. And next up, we got Bright Osai Samuel of Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce took on Nordseeland of Norway. I believe that's Norway that they're at. That match ended 6-1 in favor of Nordseeland, or however they're pronounced. I apologize for the pronunciation of the club. Somebody let me know how to pronounce it. But either way it goes, 6-1. Fenerbahce, what's going on? I mean, you look at Besiktas, also 5-0. What's going on with the Turkish league? And it's almost like, if not for Galatasaray, people will be really believing that this league is a farmers league, seriously, because look at these results. Not good at all. Bright played 90 minutes in the game. Not much to report. He was kind of at fault for one of their goals. He was tracking back his man and kind of lost concentration at the ending. The shot was taken from the other side. The goalkeeper spills it, and that same man, what do you know? That's just how the world works. That same man that you just were like, oh, let me take my eye off him for a sec, he goes in and scores the goal. But at that point, there was no return for Fenerbahce. Just a horrible showing. They were destroyed, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to Bright Osai Samuel getting out of Fenerbahce, to be honest, because he's a top-class fullback. I mean, you could say anything you want about him as a winger. I felt he was a good winger when he was at QPR. But when you talk about this fullback thing, man, that boy played like Victor Moses when he played wing back. It's like you can't pass him. He's always good going forward. He's a great player for me, and I feel like one of these top clubs or one of these top leagues need to give that guy an investment. Call him in, because that's a top player right there, in my opinion. And no disrespect to the Turkish league, I believe he's past that. I really do believe it's past that. But either way it goes, that's the little summary of how our Super Eagles players performed in the 2 UEFA competitions. Of course, we did the Champions League a couple days ago, so go check that out if you're like, well, what happened with the Champions League? Yeah, that video is out. Go check it out. And another thing, if you guys want me to react to matches as they happen, we could do that. Or like, let's say Saturday finishes, then we do the recap of the games on Saturday. We can do that. So let me know in the comment section if you're feeling any of that. It's kind of some work. So if you're not, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna watch the games and have fun by myself on Saturdays and Sundays. But either way it goes, let me know. And I felt like our boys did good. Let me know about your thoughts on their performances and this and that. Put it in the comment section. All the chit chat, put it in the comment section. And of course, please make sure to like this video. That's how we kind of get the video out, and we kind of, stay afloat as a channel. That really keeps us afloat when you like the videos, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank y'all for watching. Peace.